So it's here, finally Logitech have created an ergo mouse. You could call it a G703, but let me show you why perhaps it isn't. And let me show you exactly what I think of this mouse and whether you should be picking this up. So I'm Bearded Bob, been gaming for over 35 years. I'm into game peripherals and mice. I've also started a new Valorant series where I'm going to be showing you me going from Iron to Radiant. So if you're interested, check that out. And let's see whether you should be picking up this mouse from Logitech. Finally a 703 Superlight, Tristian. We hope so. It looks like it's not quite a 703, but it's close. It's an Ergonomic with the 8K ability. This is the new Superlight 2 DEX. I might call it DEX, bit of a weird name for it. Why can't they just give us a Logitech G703 Superlight? What everybody's been asking for. A bit like the Razer Viper Mini, but instead of coming out with the Razer Viper Mini, they come out with a Razer Viper Cobra. Standard dongle, no surprise. It's USB-C. No surprise. I don't expect any shocks in this mouse, I've got to be honest. Maybe the shape, still giving us a crappy cable. Could have given us a decent cable, at least it's USB-C so you can use any braided cable. Grip tape, pretty nice. Spare puck with the skate on it, using exactly the same skates. What a surprise. Manuals, yawn. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Same stuff, nothing exciting, nothing new. The mouse. Oh, using the same coating, the same skates. It's all the same, it's just a different shape. It's got the same pre-travel. Nothing new, nothing ventured yet. The side buttons feel a bit mush, a bit spongy. It is legit, Superlight. Almost the same, but different shapes. A little bit. I kind of like the shape for an ergo, I've got to be honest, straight off the bat. Kind of liking the thumb position on this. So I have just been rocking the Superlight 2. Ooh, oh, the mains are still just as bad. Actually, the Superlights are better. There's something about this mouse has a bit of extra spring, right? Straight off the bat. The side buttons are like spring-tastic, and the mains are, even against the Superlight. I feel a bit snappier in that, but I'm expecting the same switches, so I know it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Power play. I mean, there's no power play. These actually look like, right? They look like the same skates. Slightly more rounded, maybe at the top, do you reckon? But they are very, very similar. They're not even bothered to change the skates. Maybe slightly wider, maybe. I mean, it would have been nice to have had the exact same skates, but they're not. That's definitely a slightly different front skate. These ones have been taken off, by the way, so it's a bit ropey. Again, the same problems the normal G Pro's got is the pre-travel. We'll look at the shape, but look at the pre-travel. Look at it. It's got exactly the same pre-travel issues. They still haven't fixed that. Still. How does it feel compared to Superlight 2? You know what? I'm not an ergo person, but I actually like the shape of this. It's got a nice hump. If you like palming, it fits nice into my hand. 18 by 9 hand. Buttons are in a good position for the side, even though they're not particularly nice. Look at it. It looks very similar. It's more like I'd say it's more like a curved ambi mouse rather than an ergo. It's kind of a hybrid, I think. Somewhat far off the 703. I'd say it's not a 703. I'm trying to find a 703. But it's not handy. I should have found it, but I haven't got enough time tonight to have a look. If we took out the lamzu thorn here, you can see that this looks more like an ambi. See like the front of it, like this part here, you can tell it curves more. Like there's a curve on it. I mean, it definitely looks like an ambi there. Sorry, ergo there, doesn't it? But that's what it looks like against the Superlight 2. I don't understand why you'd want to claw it. I'd claw the Superlight if I was clawing one, to be fair. I do like the thumb position on it. Feels a little bit higher on this point as well. It kind of touches underneath like that knuckle on my hand. My general grip is a slight claw with a little bit of palm. And I'm talking like a micro bit, sometimes here, sometimes on the back of my hand. I could probably see it more on the Superlight. That's kind of how I would grip a mouse. You see it touches the back of my palm. It goes a bit long, so I'm kind of like a claw. I don't like palming it fully. I don't think it's very good enough. I don't generally fingertip. I'm not like aggressive claw or like super fingertip, so. Finally come down in weight. So it's 59 grams. It's one of the lighter ones finally. So I've actually under measured it. So what do I think of it? It's got exactly the same coating as a Superlight, which is not very nice. It's got extremely springy buttons for some reason, but there is no post travel, which is good on the side buttons. The mains have got exactly the same problem as the normal Superlight, where they have a lot of pre-travel. They've also got a lot of play in them, I expect. Yeah. Not learned from that either, how much play there is in that. That's not good. So basically when you push it, we'll do that and spread out. It feels like they've got a slight comfort groove. This one has, but that one perhaps hasn't, a bit flatter. Build quality wise, I mean, it's got a little bit of flex if you overly press it. You can see the bit of gape at the back there. But overall pretty good, no creaks. The problems are the same as the Superlight. Wiggly buttons, bit of pre-travel, extra spring, NAF skates, NAF coating. But they're a better size. I quite like the size of the buttons, slightly better. People with big chunky fingers. Skates are still NAF, USB-C, 8K. Nice to see they've given an update to the Superlight 2 if you've got one. It's now 8K as well. That'd be more Zowie EC2. I've got an EC2 CW. I think it's actually never come out of the box. Oh, maybe it did. Oh no, it didn't. Still brand new. Zowie EC2. I prefer the EC2 shape actually. If I was picking an that feels so nice. It's shorter the EC2. But the buttons don't feel as good either. Nicer side buttons maybe. So yeah, I prefer the EC2 shape, right? That just feels nicer in my hand straight off the back. Looks slightly shorter. But it's also got nice comfort grooves. Zowie do make the better shapes, it is slightly shorter, there you go. Zowie actually gave us a decent sensor and 8K and stuff, and not the world's biggest dongle. I'd probably pick the Zowie. Zowie all day long, I've got to be honest, but the tech puts me off slightly. Why do you like it better? It's just a nicer fit. It's a bit smoother off at the back here. These sides are a little bit more curved. I like the position of the main buttons, and I also like the comfort grooves on the front. Can't really tell, got comfort grooves in it. But also it's shorter. I always find like the the Ergo ones are just too big, if that makes sense. They always feel too chunky. Like I've got a massive mouse in my hand. The Razer DeFader V3 would be the smallest one in the lineup, yeah? I don't think so, we'll find out. Let's have a quick look. There you go. One of the best Razer ones I've released for a while. So which is the smallest? Well, to me it looks like the Zowie still, I would say. It's slightly shorter. Only just, it's like a fraction shorter. So the Razer one and the Zowie one feel a bit similar. It's a bit more of an aggressive side. Like a bit more of a, how do I explain it? It slopes in a bit more. These are a bit flatter. I would say the Superlight is a bit flatter than the Razer and the Zowie. See, slightly more aggressive. It's got that more aggressive diagonal, like that shape, whereas looks like Logitech's kind of rounded it slightly, and that's what I prefer. And again, there's more of a slopier back, more like the EC2. It feels more, the Superlight feels more like the lamzu shape. These two are totally different. These two feel the same-ish in shape-wise. These two feel the same in shape-wise. Overall, would I buy it? If you want a Logitech Superlight, 8K, rubbish skates, lots of pre-travel, extra spring in your presses, then yes. But I think there's some nicer shapes on there. I think it's okay. It's okay for Logitech for an Ergo, because there isn't any Logitech Ergos. I think the 703 shape would have been nicer, and I don't understand why they didn't just give us a 703 out of the box again and again messed it around. But they like doing that, like the 502 to 502X. Hey ho.